Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, it's 2023. Are you excited? Can you not wait for what's ahead of you? It's a brand new year, you guys. This is the best part. Are you ready? You get a reset button. You get a reset button. You're like all those toys that you know kids get for Christmas, and there's that little red button. You get to push it, and you can have anything you want this year. And I have two professionals on the show today that is going to help you with one of the number one resolutions. I'm sure you have figured it out already, but in case, I will refresh your memory. The top 5 New Year's resolutions. Are you ready? Now, this is actually for 2023. Save more money, spend more time with family and friends, exercise more, lose weight, and eat healthier. So 3 out of the 5 are what we're going to talk about today. And we have, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Fitness here on Beauty and the Beach Radio. We have Bonnie and Steve Feaster. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And I'm going to jump right to one of your success stories. And she just happens to be your mom,
Yes.
Bonnie. So excited to have her on our show for the first time, Julianne Talley. Hey.
Hey, nice to be here.
Oh my gosh. So I want to get right to it because you're a woman on the go. And so we get just a couple minutes of your favorite today. But you have not always been this absolutely petite, athletic looking gal. You're a musician. I see you biking with your husband all the time, but that's not always been the case. And if we could show a before and after of, I hope, yes. Okay. She's going to kill us for this or kill Bonnie anyway.
Kill me.
So, in just about 2 minutes, tell us your journey. And Bonnie, if you want to maybe kind of help her with this, but tell us this journey of where you're at, where you are now, and where you're going.
Thank you. I started when I was like 13.
Okay.
I've always fought my way, always.
Really?
And I've succeeded a lot, but then it has escalated. And probably about 25 years ago, it was just out of control, and you saw the picture.
Wow.
And I was probably 100 pounds overweight, maybe even a little more. Bonnie always tells me that, and then I try to deny it. But anyway, I got on this fitness thing with them pushing me and giving me some tips and encouraging me that it wasn't just, don't get just skinny for your reunion. You get skinny so you can live well, or you get
Yes.
fit.
Yes.
Excuse me, I shouldn't say skinny. So my passion is now for senior women that have struggles and say, I can't do that. Yes, you can, because all these challenges that come up and say, oh, my back hurts, oh, my foot hurts, oh, I've got stenosis, oh, I've got this. They can be excuses if we let them.
Sure.
So what I have learned is to not let them be my excuse, but let them be my challenge. I can go into it full blast and overcome it by modifying. And some people modify by doing lighter weight. Some people, maybe they can't run, but they can do bicycling. I have
Sure.
a friend that has stents in her brain, and she can't do everything, but she rows, and she loves rowing, and she can stimulate her heart and still stay in shape. So when there's a will, Cindy, there's a way.
Wow, I love that. So here you are, 100 pounds overweight. Your daughter owns a fitness, center. I imagine that had something to do with you getting to where you are now, which is a very athletic looking woman. What kind of things did Bonnie and Steve help you with?
That helped me mostly with just the encouragement. That was huge. And then also with the gym that's available for me. But with nutrition, I've learned more about nutrition in the past 10 years than I've ever even thought existed. I wish more people knew about it, because once you understand that and the macronutrients, then you really can understand how to manage your weight.
Gotcha.
But the last thing that I have to say is Vero Beach. Vero Beach is just a different lifestyle. It's a different culture, right, guys?
Yes.
And that embraces that as well. So all those together.
Yeah, it was so cute. I was, we're friends on Facebook, and I love your posts when you and your husband are bicycling, and I believe your sweet daughter and son-in-law maybe gave you those bikes as little treats, and it was so fun. The one time you had like little toboggans on, you were like, it's cold. Cold for Florida was probably 60, but you are still out there and still loving it and saying how much you're loving life. And has it changed your life where you are now, losing that weight?
Yes, my mental capacity, I'm so much more sharp.
Wow.
I'm so much nicer most of the time. And, it's changed everything. Your medications, you've heard people say that.
Sure.
I'm off all my medications. I wasn't on very many anyway, but it has certainly limited the potential to have to be on them.
So I'm hearing some freedom. Some
Tons of
freedom as
Sandy.
far as being able to be active, maybe have a little more in that budget to spend somewhere else, like go on fun, little, traveling trips where you can bike and hike.
And people that don't believe it need to really hear this, because not only does it give you freedom, it gives you respect.
Yeah.
There's a level of respect, and seniors, ladies especially, want that. They're desperate for that. So that's all inclusive.
Sure. And one of the things we're going to talk about today with Bonnie and Steve are what is going to hold you back. And it sounds like what held you back, and you admitted, were excuses.
Yes.
And but we're going to try to tackle that today. And I appreciate you bringing that up. You managed to get through it. You tackled through it, and it was worth it.
I have to say, what do you remember that commercial you saw? Because we're talking about excuses, and it'll be a good segue into our section.
Absolutely.
What was that commercial you saw?
I read your mind. It was, you are fat, but it's not your fault. And I said, what? Yes, it is. I was in my living room. Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly.
I said, it might not be my fault, but it's 100% my responsibility.
Okay.
She was just coming out of breast cancer, and just one thing and struggle after another. So she had a lot of true circumstances and excuses. But that commercial really just hit home for her. And it was that breaking point of where she had to accept responsibility for where she was. And that was the beginning of a whole new life.
Yeah,
all right.
it was.
I love that. I love that. All right. Well, let's, I'm going to have you, Bonnie, while I'm going to have you just talk a little bit about, you gave some tips on goal crushing. Now we're going to kind of intermix it. So if you want to just share with us some of the goal crushing, that would be amazing.
On it. Thank you.
Okay, sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Go for it.
All right. So some of the things that, with New Year's resolutions, a lot of people don't like them. They rebel against them. Some people are like, I don't know if I want to set goals or not. I don't know if that's, I never make my goals anyway. And so some people kind of rebel against New Year's resolutions, but I really encourage people to, just like you said, push that reset button. It doesn't have to always be New Year, but it's such a great time because normally we're like over. Like, I don't know about you, but Steve and I were so overeating. Like, we're over it. We were so ready.
Overeating?
Yeah, we were overeating.
I love it.
And so, some of the things that people do, I think, is they make these aimless goals. They don't really think through their goals, or they make very general goals. And so I'll run through a quick top 10, but I might camp out on a couple, and then we can share stuff online so you can dive into it more. So,
yes, absolutely. If maybe start with our top 5, and then let's dive into some of those obstacles.
Okay, sounds great. So number 1, be insanely specific with your goals. So this is all about not just saying I want to lose 5 pounds, but I want to lose 5 pounds by a certain date. I want to do so many workouts a week. I want to drink so many ounces of water. Not I want to drink more water, and all these general things.
I want to look good. I want to feel good. It's okay. So how many pounds and by when? Be very specific. I love that.
So for me, I'll share mine. I want to work out 3 to 4 times a week. That's like no less than 3 times a week. That's, this is busy season right now. We're working a lot. So I want to drink 64 ounces of water, a minimum a day. And so I have things that I have in place it's a yes or no, pass, fail. I can check it off on my list every day to know that I'm moving closer to my goal. So specific to set a big short-term goal. So not a big goal over a year or 2, which it seems like it's not even reach, but how about 6 weeks? You're having a huge goal, and that'll get you motivated for keep on going.
Sure.
Number 3, set a very doable long-term goal. This one's kind of maybe a smaller goal. You have a huge amount you want to get rid of in 6 weeks, but I only want to lose, 6 or 8 pounds a month or something smaller long term. Or something as simple as I want to work out 3 days a week for the rest of my life. That's just a doable, attainable goal. Number 4 is have a why worth fighting for. I could camp out there all day long.
Yeah, huge.
But a number on the scale ain't enough.
Right.
Even your health sometimes ain't enough.
Are you doing it for your children? Are you doing it so that you can fly for the first time because of your blood pressure is down, whatever it
your
is.
why should be like an onion, and you just keep them peeling back and keep on asking why. So I want to lose weight. Why? Well, I want to feel better so that I can have more energy for my kids. Why? Because they need me. Why? And you keep on saying why. So I can get on the floor and play ball with them. Got it. And the last one is describe the best version of yourself in great detail and claim it daily. And this is something I did this year for the first time. And I actually can visualize what that person looks like, acts like, thinks like, and it was really, was very helpful. So
that's powerful.
Yeah, it really is.
So are you saying for them to see themselves where they want to be, not where they are now?
Yeah,
is that
describe the best version of yourself and what that would look like.
I look great in a size whatever. I look great in a size 4, and I
have energy.
I have energy, and
I sleep well.
I finally can wear, blah blah. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
A dress from high school or whatever it is.
And I got detailed. I'm not a girl that pushes snooze. I'm the personality that doesn't procrastinate. I get it. I make a decision and do it right then, not later. And all the things that I know that I'm weak in, I know what I want to be, and I just have to practice it daily.
Okay, now Steve and Bonnie, let's really get to the dirt of this. So I found some statistics really fast. So here we go. So despite our ambitions, our New Year's resolutions, the reality is only 12% of people will actually reach their goals. Now, exercise, as we know, is one of the most popular resolutions. It is the most, actually. It's 48%. Want to exercise more, making the most popular New Year's resolution. However, 23%, y'all know this, quit in the first week, and only 36% make it past the first month. We're talking about exercise. So back to you, Bonnie and Steve. Let's dive in. What is keeping these people from making their New Year's resolutions, from finishing it to the end of the year? What's keeping them from getting to the finish line?
I think the biggest mistake. Do you have anything that pops in your head right away?
Yeah, but I'll wait on you.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, go
ahead.
Go
for it. I've been talking plenty. Go.
I think people get in their own way. Whatever reasons they had for not starting becomes kind of a mindset. So I think they, all those reasons that they haven't had, whether it's time, energy, whatever it is, no support. That's kind of what keeps people from just not an exercise resolution, but all resolutions. You got to. What I practiced, I put on all these goals, and then the next day I thought about, what am I going to give up to get these goals? And a lot of people think they're going to attain all these things. Well, it comes at a cost.
It does.
And
you're right.
You got to be able to invest.
Shift. You have to kind of give up one for the other. Now, I know you guys spoke to your gym members, and you were kind of curious. And so can you share with us some of the things that they said that kind of held them back from, or what was going through their head?
Yeah. And just as a side note, I think the majority of people fail because they're doing it alone.
Sure.
They don't they just like he said, it comes at a cost, but people sometimes don't think about not only what that cost is, but how to set themselves up for success, which really you need more than just to be secretly attaining a goal by yourself.
Right.
Writing
that's the secret to a lot of goal setting, not just fitness, but anything.
Absolutely.
Is share it with somebody, make it accountable.
All relates to any goal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So a couple of the questions we had, we reached out to some to our members and to the general public too. And one of the questions we had, Kim asked how to handle family and friends that may not fully support your weight loss journey. And that is a really good one, because especially in Vero Beach, we have a lot of social opportunities, and you want to go to stuff and you don't, and you go to a party and they've got all this great food. How do you say no? Or maybe you have these couples that they like to always dine with you on Saturday night, and now you're dieting. And it's so one of the suggestions I have is, and my mom can attest to this because she had a kind of an unsupportive, not realizing he was unsupportive, but unsupportive husband who was eating ice cream while she's trying to diet.
Oh, goodness.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, right. You have to have those difficult conversations. And so my first tip for that is calling them out. So, Kim, when you're facing people around you that are not supportive, a lot of it can be stem from jealousy. Some people don't even realize they're not being supportive. They just don't want to lose you as a friend. They want their time together. So you have to be creative about how we're going to spend time. That's one of the reasons I got my mom and dad bikes, is so that, what I wanted for Christmas is time with the family. And I was like, so my sister's been riding bikes and her husband. So I was like, let's do this together. And this is one more thing we can do together that doesn't evolve around food. But it comes down to.
Guess what I got for Christmas?
A bicycle. I did. But, it comes down to having those conversations and saying, hey, you're my friend and I really need your support.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that so much. All right. Kim, hopefully that answered your question on support. What else did you find from your members?
We have another question. This comes from Elaine, and this is going to be a great question for Steve. It says, as we age, it's harder to build muscle, and we want to burn more calories. You're trying to manage fat in your body composition. So if you're taking an adequate protein and lifting weights, is there anything else you can add to your diet to help? Anything to add to your workout besides gradually lifting heavier? What can I do?
Great question from Elaine.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve?
That's a tough question. A lot of it is, if you start to think about why do we lose lean mass as we get older, and the research is all over the place, like from a scientific standpoint. And luckily, I train a lot of doctors, so I'm asking these questions all the time. And some of the people I train are PhDs in biology or physiology, different things. So really what it comes down to, there's not any hard research that says that now for sedentary people, there's hard research. So if you're sedentary, you're losing about 0.5% to 1% of lean mass per year from 50 to 80. I guess after 80, you don't do that.
That's some compounding interest.
Statistics stop at 80. I'm sure it happens till you die. But that's only for sedentary, only sedentary people. Yeah, well, active lifestyle, you're going to maintain more lean mass. The other side of it, too, is how much muscle, how much lean tissue breaks down versus how much we synthesize, how much we make. There's nothing that really says as we get older, nothing definitive that says that we don't make muscle as we get older, because we do, and nothing that says it degrades faster, except for when you start thinking about lifestyle. So the less active we are, again, even though you may not be sedentary, are you as active as you used to be? A lot of inflammatory things in our body and in our gut can prevent us from gaining more mass. But I think all those things are minute when you look at the big picture of, am I eating protein and how am I eating protein and what kind of protein am I eating? And then what does my lifestyle look like? Am I doing resistance work? Because it does take resistance work, weight-bearing activities to gain muscle mass, as well as quality protein. But then I like to call it nutrient timing or protein pacing. And we've taken a lot of courses on this, and it's worked for all of our members. Too many members force it not to be a real thing. This is a real thing, you guys.
Sure.
But by pacing your protein throughout the day, by getting smaller amounts of protein more often, you're going to absorb and use more of it. And then, of course, sleep helps a lot. So.
Sleep is huge. I mean, they did a study on sleep, and they measured fat loss and just the physical fitness changes in people that got ample sleep compared to the people that didn't, they were robbed like 2 hours of sleep. And it was like they were half the results that the people that were getting full sleep were. So
amazing. Sleep
is when our body repairs, and we have to have good sleep. So there's a lot of things that we can be overtraining. And a lot of times the quality of protein, whether people are getting plant-based protein and maybe not the optimal type of plant-based protein, or they're thinking they're getting protein like with their peanut butter, but it's really fat,
Right.
So sometimes it's a lack of education, but what I just tell everybody is at the end of the day, never give up trying to learn more about how to improve your diet and your workout program to get the results you're desiring.
But let me turn that question upside down, because a lot of people are trying to gain a lot of lean muscle mass, and sometimes it's not even needed, for one. But two, let's try to get more energy. Let's try to get more sleep. Let's look at the other things along the way. That a byproduct of that would be more lean mass. And a lot of people want to lose weight. Well, how about this? How about we learn to exercise pain-free and get a little better eating, a little less alcohol, a little less sugar? You're going to get more energy. As you get more energy, just inherently, you're going to move more, so you're going to lose weight. So maybe the first goal in our mind isn't gain more mass and lose weight. How about this? how about let's find an activity we enjoy. Let's start eating a little bit better for more energy's sake. And so I feel better. As you feel better and you get more energy, and all of a sudden riding the bike doesn't kill your knees any longer, you will start losing weight. It happens. But when you focus on weight loss or gaining lean mass, sometimes you get in your own way.
Steve, that's too easy.
Right?
You're telling me if I sleep, I'm going to be able to lose weight.
Is that what you got out of that?
Show's over. I'm going to bed. All right, you guys, we have to go to a station break, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
When you work at A&G Concrete Pools, you'll be swimming in benefits. A&G is hiring, and not only do they lead the industry in paying hard workers, they'll match your 401k, provide insurance, and offer paid vacation time. Stop looking for a job and dive into a new career. Switch to a supportive pool construction environment. A&G Concrete Pools would love to welcome you to the team. Time to lay the foundation for your long-term career. Apply online at ngpools.com. A&G Concrete Pools.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's New Year sale time. We're clearing our warehouses to make room for new styles, and this means you can save on selected in-stock furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Beechcraft, Windward, Riverside, Universal, Capri, Telescope, and more. Sofas, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, cabinets, bedroom sets, tables, lots of pieces on sale for inside and out. At Sunshine Furniture, we have the largest selection of coastal furniture anywhere, including a gallery of Lexington, Tommy Bahama Home, and Universal Coastal Living collections. Visit Sunshine Furniture now for our New Year sale. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com, and don't forget to shop our outlet and sales store just across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Ooh, have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Advertising is essential. You've got to make people aware that you're there. We can do that with a cohesive marketing campaign from Evergreen Media. Based on your business goals, we'll create a mix of digital advertising on social media sites like Facebook, video advertising on streaming sites like Hulu and Paramount Plus, and supplement them with local TV and radio ads. Build awareness, educate, and inform the public with a cohesive marketing campaign by Evergreen Media. Check out egreenmedia.com or search online for Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Hey guys, thanks for being here, and hopefully we're making your 2023 off to a great start. We want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always making sure we're on air. They are family owned since 1978. You can find them at 772-231-4712. Thank you, Dale Sorensen Real Estate, for always being there and always helping us to promote those that are beautifying Vero Beach. And also, we want to thank Varietals. They picked out a wonderful, wonderful Sauvignon Blanc today in honor of our resolutions, and it's called MAP. M-A-P, because we're mapping our course, you guys, for 2023. We're setting our goals. We know what we want and how to get there. So go get yourself some Sauvignon Blanc to celebrate setting your goals for 2023. That is Map Maker. So we have two map makers here. Do you like that? Two map makers. We have, of course, Bonnie and Steve Feaster, who own Lift Fitness right here in Vero Beach, Florida. And, you know, their mom was here talking about, you know, how she lost over 100 pounds. And really, it was not alone. Bonnie, Steve, what do you say to that? How do you help these people out there, you know, get to their goal, whether it's 5 pounds or 100 pounds?
Well, you know, before I could ever help my mom, even though we're in the gym business, she had to be ready.
Sure.
So the number one thing is you just have to be at the end of yourself where you're just like, I'm finally ready. And sometimes we're not quite disgusted with ourselves enough, you know. I mean, it was a few days ago where Steve and I were, you know, coming off of Christmas and we were like, oh, we feel so crappy. And we're like, but yet not crappy enough to start today. We'll do it Monday, you know, we're going to wait till Monday, whatever. But, you know, but when you get to that point, my biggest suggestion, no matter where you go, whether it's Lyft or any, I mean, we really are blessed because we've got a lot of great gyms here.
Sure.
But it's really important to not go it alone. And so we do a 6-week challenge at our gym, which is really an intense program, education, meal plan, recipes, and support to get this a very strong start. Doesn't matter if you stay with us or not, or you just use and abuse us, it's fine. We're getting people healthy. And that's, if you go to liftvero.com, you can find out all about it. It's really something I would highly suggest. It's we've gotten some great results, up to 25, 40 pounds in 6 weeks. I mean, just insane results. But more than anything, it works.
I love it. We have about 10, 15 seconds. Steve, what is your advice for everybody to lose that weight and set their goals and come to lift?
Just whatever you're doing, write it down so it's in front of your face every day. Reread it. I've already forgotten 3 or 4 of my goals already. Write it down. Keep it in front of your face.
All right, you guys. Bonnie and Steve Feaster, thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
Lift Fitness. Go see them. They will help you have an awesome...